Okay. Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? Okay. We are live right now. Hello Sniper, how you doing, dude? Hey Zach. Hey man. Hey Generals Alert, Savage, Mason. Hey guys. Hey everyone. Okay, we are at the Kortz Center right now. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing a GTA stream today, but I figured I'd do it because the info for the new DLC came out today. After 5 years of being a member of Pro's channel, it's time to show my gratitude. Thank you, Mr. Waifu. Thank you for being a member for 5 years. Thank you, dude. No, we'll probably do a stream on Sunday also. What do I think about Nick Kang? Well, in true crime, he's based off like he's based off of like a lot of the ridiculous like cop shows where it's like that one crazy like reckless cop that shoots everything up and he ends up solving the case. That's pretty much what he's based on. Yeah, we'll think of something on Sunday, Minion Dave. Check your Wikitubia, Patrick should look at it. I looked at it like a year ago. Was something different on it? Thank you, Bork, for the super chat. Maybe I could do the Black Ops stream on Sunday. Maybe I could do that there. Does anybody here need help selling anything? Uh, and hang on, let me look. Let me see here. Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. I know, I heard about that, yes. Bro, you can go to episode 1 and 2 on bonus cruising. Even if you fail, you can try again. Oh, I can? How do I go back to that, William? Would I ever play Jack 2? By the way, you're rad. Thank you, Jamie. Yes, I would be, I would be open to playing it too. I played the Jack games when I was a kid.
You doing this, huh?
I've been having a blast playing Watch Dogs 1. Just finished the mission where you kill Lucky Quinn, and escaping from the police is a nightmare. Yeah, probably better to escape by boat in that mission, because there's, like, the dock right there. Thank you, Cayman. What were Americans doing in Western battlefields as the Soviets captured Berlin? As the Soviets were pushing towards Berlin, we were crossing the Rhine at that point. We were crossing through most of Western Germany. Yeah, Watch Dogs 1 is one of the best games. How do I open that up, William? Zachario's video, users not paying credit card debt? Oh, I could react to that on the next exclusive stream. Thank you, QC Suppressor. Yeah, I think it's kind of weird you're working for Faber, but he might, like, backstab you in the heist, that's the thing. Okay. We'll get there. And, will that mess up my progress, William Vigilante? Why are you forced to answer the phone on GTA 5? What do you mean? Do I think Squidward is a narcissist? I mean, he can be at times, but Squilliam is much worse than Squidward. Truck delivered. Hi, Viper Warrior. Do you think it's an overreaction to refuse buying GTA 6 because of the no-disc and Ultimate Edition debacle, or could there be some justification to it? What I will say is that there is not going to be enough people that are going to refuse to buy GTA 6. Like, they're just, there are a lot of people that are, like, the game is still going to sell, you know, make billions of dollars. So I don't think that, I don't think it's going to have an effect, though, really much on it. I think that Sony's boycott might have more of an effect, yes, because people are going to play, like, on Xbox or PC. That will have more of an effect, but I think that, like, on GTA 6, I don't think there's going to be any effect, though, Zachary. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Carboy. Do you think our character in Mr. Faber will transition to GTA 6 Online? Also, I'm kind of concerned that Trailer 3 will not come out anytime soon. Trailer 3 could still come out, soon. I'm not gonna, like, tell you 100% because I don't know. But, Trailer 3 could even come out, like, this weekend, or it might even come out right before the update. Because if I was Rockstar, I would release Trailer 3 right before the update. That's when I would release it. That's what I would do personally. But, I think we're gonna be playing as a new character in GTA 6. I don't think we're gonna be playing as the, you know, same person. Mr. Faber might even die in this DLC. Just because he helps us in the heist doesn't mean that he's gonna survive. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. Hey, Justin Ramo. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for almost 2 years. Will I have the financial advice video saving money? Yeah, but I have to think about that. I have to think about that too, Trat. After Half-Life 2, make 2 videos, why does Wallace Breen want Gordon Freeman dead, and top 10 evil things Wallace Breen has done. Isn't that the main antagonist of Half-Life 2? Thank you, Hamzat, for the super chat. Fixated, can you invite one more person to your MC, please? We need 3 people to sell. My favorite horse, what, in Red Dead, you mean? The Black Arabian horse. Do I have the Black Ops port? No, not yet. I can't believe they're making you pay for the DLC for Black Ops 1. Like, that should have been included in the game when they released it on PS5. Rev up those fryers, because I am surely hungry for one. I remember that one. Mr. Krabs froze him out. He says, "Can't you see we're closed?" Thanks for telling me to get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Managed to beat the campaign on veteran difficulty and got all the intels. Looking forward to World War 2 next. Oh, no problem, Minion Dave. Thank you for sponsoring my channel for 9 months. Thanks, dude. My favorite horse in real life? I don't know. I don't really know anything about horses. My leg. Yeah, I remember that too. My leg. That guy deserves to get thrown out. No respect, saying just rev up those fryers like some demanding Karen. Yeah. You can play GTA games from GTA 3 to GTA 5 on PS3. Yeah, I mean, you can. Oh, I just took this car. I just stole it. I don't really know. I'm going to lidocaine hurts like hell. Ingrown Patrick what, Bork? Okay, it's okay, Shiny Knight. What's the scummiest thing Mr. Krabs has done, in your opinion? Oh, man, there's a lot of bad things he did. I think the worst thing Mr. Krabs did do in SpongeBob was probably when he sold SpongeBob for 62 cents, yeah. Mr. Faber might betray you during the heist, yes. I meant from GTA 1 to GTA 5 on backwards compatible. PS3 also. What's your favorite Half-Life game? And GTA game? Mine is Half-Life 2 and GTA 5 best games. Thank you. Oh, my favorite one would be GTA 4, Hamzat. Always like GTA 4. There, Pro, I explained it. Wait, what? That's what happens when you get ingrown toenails and they numb it. It hurts like hell. Tantamount to hornet sting. Oh, okay, Bork. I remember when Mr. Krabs accused SpongeBob of stealing his first time. That was Squidward, though. I remember Squidward quit in that one. Oh, okay. Okay, William Vigilante, I'll look into it. Will I continue using PlayStation? For the time being, at least, yes. What's the next lore video? I do want to release it this month, finally. I know I've been telling you guys about the Nong Boys lore video for San Andreas. I'm sorry, I just haven't been able to get around to it. It's all this stupid PlayStation drama that's been happening recently. I've been covering a lot of that. So I am gonna have it. Just give me till the end of the month and I'll have it out. Fixated, can you invite one more person to this MC, please? Hey, Pro, how's it going? I've always had this question. Do you think it was Sam Hauser or Strauss Zelnick that wanted to stop supporting Red Dead? Um, I think here's what I think happened with Red Dead Online. Here's what I think happened. Now I don't have a 100% proof for this, but this is just my belief on what I think happened with Red Dead Online. Hey, thank you OGR Recipe for the super chat. Take-Two Interactive was probably checking how much money both GTA Online and Red Dead Online make. And Take-Two Interactive probably, like, you know, told Rockstar, oh, you know, focus on GTA Online. It's making the most money. But, you know, you can make occasional updates for Red Dead Online. That's what I think happened. It was to keep that small player base of Red Dead players still there so they can keep spending money. But at the same time is, they were just getting rid of it. But I think Rockstar is also a bit to blame, too. And you know the thing is, I do want to make a video. I do want to make a video eventually, like top 10 worst things that Rockstar Games has done. Like I'm thinking about making a video like that. And honestly, for number 1, I probably would put abandoning Red Dead Online. Now Rockstar, I know they've done a lot of bad things, but the reason I would probably put abandoning Red Dead Online as number 1 is because they had thousands of their fans, like thousands of people, like making petitions, making videos, like an entire campaign, people sharing the hashtag, all for like Rockstar to hear them out, and Rockstar just completely ignored everyone, did not listen, and just abandoned the game. I think that is probably like the worst thing that they've done, is that just treating their community just that badly like that. Like that is just so disgusting. So I know they've done a lot of bad things, but I would probably put Red Dead Online, you know, abandonment is probably number 1 worst thing they've done. Well, that video was probably full of, like, tons of ads came in. Probably tons. Why are people saying that you are 46 years old? Is that true? No, I'm 32. I don't know who's saying I'm 46. I'm 32. But, when I'm 42, I'm gonna be reacting to that time capsule video. So I made that time capsule video, and I said I would react to it in 10 years. So we basically got, what, you know, about, like, 9 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks left until we react to that video. So if anybody's still here with me in 9 years, 11 months, and 2 weeks, you can see me react to my time capsule video. Hey, Hamzat, thank you for the super chat. Well, learning from your mistakes is probably the best way to grow as a person, Shiny Knight. Sold my PS5, I got 2 digital pizza codes for it. What? Fixated, what's going on, dude? Are we selling something? I don't know, PlayStation seems to be fine for me right now. I will replay Hitman when they release that collection of, like, the Hitman collection. When they release that, I'll replay it. Okay. Whoever needs help, invite me. Yes, I'm gonna make the collector's edition unboxing video very soon for that, for 007 First Light. I know it's been like a month, but I've just been busy with so much stuff. This month, it will be very soon. What the? Oh, I'm gonna have something special for that video, not just the unboxing, Minion Dave. New Grinding Gold, the Golden Brick, and Crime Boss for Arcade City. I actually have that, I think, Anomalous. Anomalous, I'm gonna do a stream of Crime Boss still for this event. I think the event is until the 13th, so I think I have a couple more days. If you want to join me on that too, we're gonna be doing it. Brandon, I know, is gonna join too. I think GTA Winter DLC is gonna be the last one. It's going to lead to GTA 6 Online when we get revenge on Mr. Faber in Vice City. Do you really think that they're still gonna make a DLC in December? I don't think so. I mean, I can't. I just think it would be so weird. I personally think it would be weird. That GTA 6 would be out and then like a month later they would make like another GTA Online DLC. I just think it'd be weird. Because they would be launching GTA Online or GTA 6 Online in December. Thank you 1833 Miguel for the super chat. I seen your drip in true crime streets of LA. It's very clean. Your aura farming. Thank you. How hot was New York right now? What it is 77 right now. Not bad. Thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. Or that's hang on, I gotta tell you in Celsius, because you're European, I know. 77 Fahrenheit to Celsius, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Domino's are legends for roasting PlayStation. There's a store up the road from my house. I'm happy to be ordering my dinner there tonight. Yeah. I might also get KFC this weekend. I haven't had KFC in a long time, and I know KFC also tweeted against Sony making fun of them. Thank you, Snowy Imp. Hey Pro, since GTA 6 will have online, what kind of updates do you want to see in GTA 6 Online? I made a video on this on how I think GTA 6 Online should work. I don't know if you saw that one, Jake. Thank you for the super chat. But basically, I said in that video that I want GTA 6 Online to work with roles, but not like Red Dead roles. I want it to be like where you choose one role and you stick with it. And if you want, you can switch the roles, but like each role would give you like different properties, different abilities, stuff like that. Like there'd be a biker role, like a cartel role, maybe like an arms trafficker role, like, stuff like that. And I think that with each role, I think it will be something different, like a hitman role, like different abilities, different missions, different businesses, and they would just update those roles over time. I think that's what they should do. I think that's the focus should be. Hey Pro and everyone, Pro, could you make a lore video on why Ryuji Goda didn't steal Kiryu's pants? What? Oh, thank you for the super chat. That might be a good April Fool's video. Thank you, George, for the super chat. Would I buy an Xbox if they announce they'll keep physical media over PlayStation? It would be very tempting. If they do that, it would be very tempting, because Xbox, I know, is really big on backwards compatibility, and if they don't, have a disc drive, how are you supposed to play a lot of the old games? So if Xbox does have a disc drive, that'll be very tempting for me to play on the next Xbox. Also, did you guys see Sony's, or PlayStation's Twitter today? Like, PlayStation's Twitter is going crazy again. Like, they made a bunch of tweets and all the comments are still, really negative. Thank you, Hamzat. I think you should play Blue Shift and Half-Life 2 after True Crime Streets of LA, because you can get lots of views plus those games on hard difficulty. How difficult is Blue Shift, though? Because, what was it? Opposing Force was pretty difficult at times.
What do you need exactly?
The worst part about those games is when you can't find a health pickup. That's the worst part. Like you're at 5% of health and then you're struggling to find a health pickup. I think the weapon that saved my life the most in Half-Life Opposing Force was the MP5 with the grenade launcher. That was probably that weapon probably saved me the most, because I kept killing the special forces with that, like those Black Ops guys. Like, I kept killing them with the grenade launcher from the MP5. Like, that's the one that saved me the most. If you fought by the book, was the most evil GTA mission. Wait till you play Hot Dog Homicide in GTA 2, also known as the Cannibal GTA mission. So evil. It's not the mission where you kidnap a bunch of people and you take them to like a factory to be turned into hot dog meat. I think I know the mission that you're talking about, Hamzat. I wish they would dump a bunch of unreleased content into GTA Online before we got to GTA 6, like going all in poker, maybe another DLC this summer. Nah, I don't think so, Rick. I don't think they're gonna focus that much more attention on GTA Online. They're basically just getting GTA 6 ready. You have to also remember that I'm pretty certain the Mansions DLC was supposed to be the final DLC. I think it was. Because like when you play the Mansion DLC, like, do you guys get that feeling that it was like an incomplete DLC, like it wasn't a full one? Like, I had that feeling in my gut, and it turns out that I was right on that. It looks like the Mansion DLC is being broken up into two with this Kortz Center heist. You know, that's what they're doing. Let me see here. Saucer Cats, I might join his race. Oh, it's full of players. Okay. Okay. Does Sony have an earnings call similar to Take-Two? I hope investors supporting Sony on behalf of traditional players, or stop supporting Sony on behalf of traditional players who only play with disc games. I will tell you something though, Jesus, and thank you for the super chat. Here's one thing I'll tell you, though, is that most investors, all they pretty much care about primarily is money, and unless they see that going all digital is going to be costing Sony money, they're not going to bring it up to Sony in the earnings call. They're not going to talk to them about that. They're not going to do that. And I will tell you something else. A lot of investors are also really stupid. Like, they're idiots. Like, just because somebody has like millions of dollars invested does not mean that they're a smart person. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was watching the Take-Two earnings, right? We did a live stream on that. There was this one question that this one investor asked, and I could not believe the question that he asked. Like, it was such a stupid question, and it goes to show you that even like people from like these top companies that are investing in Take-Two, even they are clueless and dumb. So the stupid question that the investor asked is, he asked Strauss Zelnick, he said, you know, GTA Online is making you guys a lot of money. Are you guys going to keep updating it after GTA 6 Online comes out? Like, that's literally what he asked him during the earnings call. And it's like one of the stupidest questions ever. Because, like, all of you guys watching, you and me all know that when GTA 6 Online comes out, they're not going to be updating GTA Online. They're going to be focused on updating GTA 6 Online. That's what they're going to do. They're going to make updates for that game. They're not going to make updates for GTA Online anymore. And that investor was, like, so stupid that he was, like, asking questions. He's like, are you guys going to still update GTA Online after, like, GTA 6 comes out? And that tells me that investor does not play GTA. Like, he has not played GTA Online. He does not understand the games. Like, when I just saw that question, I was like, okay, yeah, this guy doesn't play GTA. He's investing in Take-Two. He just sees the money, but he knows nothing about the game. And I'm of the firm belief that you should at least know a little bit about the product that you're investing into. But you know, that just showed me they didn't really know that much about the product. So, like, there are a lot of investors out there who basically, they think that when it comes to the digital stuff for Sony, they think, oh, you know, Sony's going all digital, it's going to save the money on discs, they're going to make more money now. Like, that's how some investors, I guarantee you, are looking at that situation. I could do more videos with the background on Shiny. Most evil thing Red Dead protagonists have done. Anyways, keep up the good work. Well, the worst thing that Arthur did is when he beat up Thomas Downs. That was the worst thing that Arthur did. The worst thing John Marston did? Oh no, I'd have to think about that one. I don't know. Think about it. Thank you, Victor, for sponsoring me for 9 months. Why did Max Payne shave his head? I think it was Max Payne trying to go for a new look, like saying he's leaving his old life behind. That's what I think he was doing with shaving his head. He's saying this is a new start for me, like that. Like I think that's what it's supposed to symbolize. Max letting go of the past. I think that's what the whole hair shaping thing is supposed to mean. Am I getting the Steam Machine? I don't know, Jake. If PlayStation continues being stupid, I might. Oh, hey, Anne, what's your question? Maybe we get a small update, like a few missions when we are, our character gets arrested because I'm too attached to my character. I want to continue my legacy. Well, I don't think they're gonna get rid of our characters. Like, I don't think our characters are gonna lose everything, because Rockstar said that we can collect paintings in our mansions, and so they're not gonna let you collect paintings over time. If this DLC, you're gonna get arrested and it's gonna be over. So no, I don't think that's gonna happen, dude. The thing is, I don't want to play as the same character in GTA 6 Online. I want to make a whole brand new character. I don't want to play as the same person again. I don't want to do it. Thank you, 1833 Miguel. And thank you, Dudreal. Thank you for sponsoring my channel. Thank you, dude. I hope we get Ace Attorney, we get Ace Attorney, the new Ace Attorney game soon. If we do, I'll 100% play it on the channel. My username is here, Polish Mercenary. That's it right there. The level 1443, that's me. New DLC, do you think we will get new cop cars or no? Nah, not really. Probably not. Stormcloaks. They've already released a ton of those. What about PC gamers who don't have a console? GTA 6 and GTA 6 isn't coming out for them for a while. I think they'll keep updating GTA Online for them. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really think about that. You actually bring a good point that, you know, PC players aren't getting it, but I don't know. I don't think they're really gonna put resources into updating GTA Online when GTA 6 comes out. I don't think they will though. Bear. They might just abandon it. Like, didn't they did PS4 version of GTA Online stop getting updated? I know PS3 version got taken down completely, but did PS4 stop? It stopped getting updated, didn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, right? Am I gonna do a playthrough of Assassin's Creed Black 4 Black Flag Remake? Yes, I already got it, and I got a cosplay outfit for it. Wait, who are you talking about, Minion? Dude, come on. You know, hang on. I've gotta... When the Kortz Center Heist releases, will you ever consider doing one more final GTA Online solo money guide? Yes. We'll do a money guide on the Kortz Center, but I'll also do my own separate money guide also. OGR recipe, thank you. Look, just because somebody super chats does not mean that they can't get timed out or they can't get banned. That's it. Let me see here. Hey, Pro, what was the worst clickbait that you've seen that is not GTA 6 clickbait? That'd be a hard one. The worst clickbait that I've seen that's not GTA related. It will be Red Dead clickbait, but I'm assuming you don't count that either. You're probably thinking something not Rockstar. Maybe the Call of Duty clickbait. The Call of Duty clickbait, it gets a bit of really annoying. You know what I will tell you though? Like, some of the Call of Duty channels are just so toxic, like they really are, like really badly, Um, the clickbait they put out, like the misinformation they always put out, and I'm not even the biggest fan of Call of Duty myself, but like, do you guys want to know why I don't like Call of Duty YouTubers? Why I don't like them? It's because it's like every single Call of Duty game that comes out, like before the game's even out, like the game's not even released, they will constantly post videos saying this will be the worst Call of Duty ever. Like that, they will always post that. Like, have you guys noticed that? Like the Call of Duty YouTubers, they're like, this will be the worst Call of Duty ever. Like I constantly get those videos recommended to me. Like the game's not even out yet, and they do that for every single game that's coming out. Like every game, like it's like a couple months before. This will be the worst Call of Duty ever. This will be the worst one ever. And then they always release those videos, like those Call of Duty channels. They always release those videos saying, I am done with Call of Duty. Like they release 10 of those videos. I am done with Call of Duty. And then like a month later, they start playing it again. Like that's honestly why I don't like a lot of Call of Duty channels, because it's like that stuff. That stuff is like toxic as hell. And people tell me I complain a lot. It's like, if people tell me I complain a lot, you should watch the Call of Duty channels before telling me I complain a lot. It's like I have never seen as much complaining as I've seen on Call of Duty channels. Like that is the most amount of complaining I've ever seen on any video game. Hey Pro, question. I want to get the new Ace Combat coming out soon. Do I need to play the other ones to understand the one coming out? Oh, that's a great question. I can answer that one. So Rosti, I actually watched an interview today with a developer. The developer actually released an interview today, and they actually answered this question. And they actually specifically said that if you didn't play the other games, you'll be fine. You can you can play this one without having to play the other games. However, though, there will be references to the other games. So what I mean by that is that the Ace Combat games, they are almost all the Ace Combat games are the same universe. Almost all of them. But the only one that's not in the Ace Combat universe, technically, is Ace Combat Assault Horizon, because that one takes place in our world. It doesn't take place in the Strangarial world. And then the other one that's I don't think is canon is certain parts of Ace Combat 3. Because Ace Combat 3 takes place in the future. It's like 2050 or something like that. And in Ace Combat 3, there's like, 3 different like factions that you can fight for. And it's not, I don't think they ever said which one it's canon, which ending is canon. So it's pretty much all of them except like, Ace Combat Assault Horizon and 3. But they will have references to the other games. So basically, every single Ace Combat game is a separate conflict. It's a separate war. You never have 2 Ace Combat games where it's the same war. Never is. So whenever you play an Ace Combat game, usually at the start of the Ace Combat game, like a war starts. So the war starts right in the first mission. It's like right when the war breaks out. And then in the final mission, the war always ends. It's almost always been like that. So it's like the first mission, the war starts, and the last mission, the war ends. And there's usually some kind of final boss, and then the enemy country surrenders. The dictator of the country either gets killed, the bad country, or he gets arrested or overthrown in a coup. That's usually what happens to the dictator, because it's like multiple dictators that you fight against. So when it comes to your question, Ace Combat 8, they will reference the other games. Like, they'll reference them. Like, they'll reference the conflicts in the other games. They'll reference the countries in the other games. They might reference events in previous games. But they're not going... It's not going to be to, like, the point where, like, you don't understand, like, what's going on. Like, if for example, if I started playing, like, Yakuza Kiwami 2, right? If I started playing that game, and that was, like, my first Yakuza game, I would have no idea what's going on. So, like, that's how the Yakuza games are. The Metal Gear Solid games are just like that. If you start playing, like Metal Gear Solid 4 and stuff like that, like, you won't even understand what the hell is going on unless you play the older ones. But Ace Combat isn't really like that. Like, Ace Combat, it's different countries, different conflicts. The country that you're playing as in Ace Combat 8 is the FCU, and the Federation of Central Usia. The last time that you played as the FCU was technically in, it was Ace Combat 4 technically, but Ace Combat 4 was ISAF, and ISAF was like an alliance of multiple countries, and the FCU was in that alliance. So that was that. But the FCU is supposed to be based on the European Union. That's what the FCU is supposed to be based on. And the enemy country that you're fighting against is Satoa. And Satoa has not made an appearance in any Ace Combat game before this. Like, the country has always existed. It's always been there on the map. but it's never made like an actual appearance in any conflict before this one. So like people don't really know anything about the country. They don't know what kind of government it is. They don't know if it's a dictatorship, if it's a monarchy, what it is exactly. The only thing we know is that Satoa invades like the FCU, and that like half of the FCU defects to Satoa. So like half of the country splits apart and joins Satoa. They haven't explained why exactly, but they'll I guess they'll explain that in the story, like why a bunch of people defected to Satoa. But that's basically like the thing. So yeah, so I know I've been answering your question a bit here. So you don't need to play the old Ace Combat games to understand the story. If you pre-order Ace Combat 8 right now, though, you'll get Ace Combat 0, and Ace Combat 0 is chronologically where all of them start. So they all start at the in Ace Combat 0. Ace Combat 0 isn't the first one that came out, but it's chronologically the first one. It's where basically, you know, the whole series starts chronologically, like the first war, the Balkan War, which was in the 90s. So I hope I answered your question in that pretty much. But also, what I would recommend you do is you can watch my playthroughs. So I'm gonna play through all of the Ace Combat games before Ace Combat 8. I've already done Ace Combat 0. I did that like back in March. So if you want to like watch my playthrough of Ace Combat 0 in March, and then I'm gonna do a playthrough after I'm done with Black Flag, I'm gonna do a playthrough of Ace Combat 4, and then I'll do, you know, Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat 6. I'll do those games. So, and then eventually Ace Combat 7. So if you want to like watch the stories, you can just watch them to catch up also on my channel if that's something you want. Thank you, Rusty, for the super chat. Let me see here. I missed a bunch of comments right now. Let's see here. Do you think we'll see Johnny's brother and Luis's dad? No. Johnny's brother, like, I guarantee you most GTA players don't even know that Johnny Klebis has a brother. Like, most people don't even know that. So I highly doubt that they will, you know, put him into a game. And he has really no reason to show up. And Luis's dad was, like, a pretty scummy person, so I don't think they'll even, like, you know, have him show up. Thank you, 1833 Miguel. Can I please be a part of the crew? Hey, Duddy Dud, Real. Unfortunately, we're not really using the crews much anymore because we had a problem with griefers constantly, like, joining the crews. And I'm not saying you're doing that, but basically what happened was, griefers, what they would do is they would go down the leaderboards, and they would, like, just check all the players that are in the leaderboard, and they would find that crew, and then they would be able to join through that. So even if you didn't have them added, they could join through that. I think that Rockstar eventually fixed that, but we stopped accepting invites and stopped getting people into the crew, like, right around that time. But when GTA 6 comes out, in like 4 months, I will make a whole brand new crew, because right now we got like 5 crews or something. It's like so unorganized. But we will, I'll make a whole brand new crew, and we'll keep it more organized so people can play with me through that when GTA 6 comes out. The only thing I really hope is that Social Club is better when GTA 6 comes out, because it needs to be fixed. Because one problem with the crews on GTA Online, and this is why they were so broken, is that with GTA Online crews, you could not check what somebody's PlayStation name was. You couldn't search by that. So basically, if somebody like joined my crew and then they hid their PlayStation name, I would only see their Social Club name, and I wouldn't know what their PlayStation name is. So if I was running like a 1,000 man crew, and then somebody started griefing, like harassing us, like killing us, blowing us up constantly, just, you know, talking crap, and if I went through the Social Club, I wouldn't be able to figure out who that person is. Like, there'd be like 1,000 people, and I couldn't figure out who that person was. And then what ended up happening is we put in like specific policies where we told people you have to show your PlayStation name under your Social Club name. And what happened was a lot of people didn't listen. Like, we told them, you have to show your PlayStation name under your Social Club. A lot of people did not listen. And then what happened was, you know, my crew commissioners, they went through the crews and they started kicking out everyone who did not have, like, a PlayStation, like, name shown. So, like, we gave people warnings over time. We told people, like, weeks and weeks ahead of time, you gotta show your, you know, PlayStation name. Most people didn't listen. Most people didn't show it, and so we ended up kicking, like, you know, hundreds of people that didn't show their PlayStation names because we had to get rid of griefers that were in the crews. And then I got like hundreds of messages of people just complaining, like, why did I get kicked out of the crew? Why did you remove me and stuff like that? And I was explaining, like, dude, we were telling you guys, you gotta show your PSN name so we know who you are in the Social Club, so we know that you're not a griefer. But like, people weren't listening to that, and then people were getting upset. And then after that, it, like, the crew drama just got so much. I was like, that's it, you know, we're not gonna be doing this anymore. Like, it was just like so many people complaining, getting out of hand. And so that's really why I stopped like managing the crews, because it was like a nightmare. It was like literally just so unorganized, so bureaucratic, also at times too, and it was just it was ultimately that. But when GTA 6 comes out, I will make a whole brand new crew. We're gonna keep it organized, and anyone can join. You don't have to donate to me to join my crew when GTA 6 comes out. You don't have to do any of that. You don't even have to subscribe to me to join my crew in GTA 6 Online. So like I'll make it open to people. The only thing I just really hope is I really hope that Rockstar like lets you specifically see that person's PlayStation name, because if I have to kick somebody out of the crew, I can just kick them out. I can see type in the PSN name and I can see the person, and then that's it. They're kicked out. Like I just hope that they don't make the crew so disgusting like what they did with GTA 5. So sorry about that. It's just that's the whole explanation on it. I hope you understand. Hey Pro, I start working at KFC tomorrow. Is KFC hard? I have never worked at a fast food place, so I can't answer. But I can tell you is that a lot of fast food places can be very stressful. Is they don't pay very well, but they can be very stressful, because for me, fast food is even worse than retail. I worked in retail for 6 years, and I think that fast food is even worse than retail. And how do I know? Because in fast food, people are gonna constantly complain over the dumbest things, even dumber than in retail. Like in retail, people will like complain saying, "Oh, my coupon isn't working," or they'll complain saying like, "Oh, this item isn't in stock," but that's about it. But when people complain in like fast food, they're gonna complain over the stupidest things. My food is too hot. My food is too cold. You did this wrong. I want this cooked again. I want this order done again. Like they will complain about stuff. And one of my moderators, he used to be a manager at a fast food restaurant. I think it was McDonald's. Is my moderator here, who was a manager? He could probably tell you about it. I don't know if he's here in the chat right now, but he was telling me horror stories about how customers would basically come into the restaurant and they would just demand dumb things. Like they would basically like hold up a line and say like, "I'm not moving unless you give me free food," and they'd have like 20 people behind them. And so people would like do stuff like that, like pull off scams and stuff. It was just disgusting, ridiculous. So I'm not trying to get you down when I'm telling you this, but I'm just trying to also get you prepared. You know, it's working at, I don't know if KFC is your first job, but if it is, it's not necessarily a bad place to have as your first job, but it's not a place you want to work over time. And even if you have really good management, even if you have like a really nice manager, really nice coworkers, is you are gonna still deal with those customers, like those really annoying customers. That's gonna happen. So anybody who works in fast food, I mean, I guess they could also give you some advice here too, but that's that. Oh, and Blinded Eagle, you're here also. Yeah, you work in fast food too, but also. But Fernando, are you here? Because Fernando was also a manager, so Fernando could have some stories too. I work fast food is trash. People sucks. Yeah, I get you, dude. I got perma banned for having a toxic chat with some griefers on PSN. You think I can get my account back? What? Wait, do you mean you got banned on PlayStation Network? You got banned on that before? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, Fernando is here. Yeah, Sheep Taco Man. He was a manager at fast food, so he can give you some advice too. Yes, I was a manager. I have many horror stories. The only good thing about working fast food is you meet new people, but do not stay there working for long. Yeah. The other day, I gave this woman her order and her drink, and she literally sat there for a minute and a half before driving off, and she had everything. Oh my god. Yeah. Hang on. Who am I helping with their sale right now? What are we doing? Does no one need help selling? AM, are you still here? I wasn't trying to get you scared about like working at KFC. I was just trying to tell you like some situations that you might encounter. Rank the top evil GTA protagonist. It will be, you know, Claude is number 1, Tony Cipriani is number 2. After that, who would it be? Might be even Nico, because Nico is such a broken person. Like, Nico is such a cold-blooded, ruthless killer. Trevor would also be on there, too. Well, how come you don't show your face anymore? I do. What are you talking about? This is my GTA outfit, but plenty of my videos have my face in it, like my true crime videos show my face. Um, and Am, did you already comment, dude? I wasn't trying to scare you, dude. I was just trying to. Hello, and thank you, Dynasty, for sponsoring my channel for 3 years and 4 months. Hello, Joe Tagami, Lakuz, Zovan Deer, what? Toga May? Wait, what? Mr. Krabs' voice actor will be in the Cyberpunk anime? Oh, really? Who is he playing as? Thank you, Aaron. Hey, Pro, I remember working in a game store back in 2020 when PS5 added Xbox Series and PS5 and Xbox Series X came out. I had a very aggressive customers angry about low stock. Yeah, I can imagine. Jake. Do you want to help getting crates for me? I can help you, Brandon. Brandon, join the CEO first. Yes, I played Bully. Played that back in 2023. Okay, let's see what we got here.
I normally don't fuck with rats, but in this case, some of the homies that used to work for Kortz is sitting on all this top secret evidence about how the company's car batteries are actually poisoning the whole fucking earth. After all the green energy marketing and shit, this is unfucking believable, right? Well, no surprise, but the Coil CEO is panicking. He actually hired some goons to take out our guy before he even goes public. And these motherfucking batteries are gonna kill us all. And he's worrying about the fucking stock tank. Well, look, our client is an insider who cares passionately about the truth and the fucking environment. And more to the point, he just bet big against Core to cash in when the snitch goes public. So look, we take out the hitman, make sure the rat gets his spotlight. Our client make bank, shit. So do we.
Assassinate the targets. A boat there too. Have I seen a police cam video of one of the leaders of the Aryan Brotherhood who got shot by police for resisting arrest over domestic violence? No. When did this happen? But about the Aryan Brotherhood, Victor, those guys are terrifying. Like those a lot of those guys are very unstable. A lot of those guys. A lot of the Aryan Brotherhood are meth heads too. Like those guys are very unstable. For people who don't know who the Aryan Brotherhood is, the Aryan Brotherhood is basically that neo-Nazi gang. They shave their heads. They have like swastikas tattooed on their face. They're very dangerous in prisons. Like in prison, there's a lot of them. But a lot of those guys are very unstable people. Like they will just get extremely angry, extremely violent really quickly. It's a pretty terrifying gang. If anybody here has ever played Manhunt, the skins in Manhunt are actually a parody off of the Aryan Brotherhood. What was the, throw an explosive on each car and blow it up, okay. Oh crap, I don't have sticky bombs here. Somebody else is gonna have to blow them up. Thank you, Victor, for the super chat. Do I think I can get my account back? How did you lose your account, Pab? Explain this to me. What happened? They're a very common gang in American prisons, Bubbles. Most evil GTA character, in my opinion, is Donald Love. Or GTA character is Donald Love. I would say it's Dimitri, because even though Donald Love is evil, Dimitri is, the worst one, because Dimitri has no empathy. Nothing. At least Donald Love doesn't betray Claude or Tony. Thank you, Bear Force Gaming. Can't you get ammo for it in the menu? I have to disable the custom loadout, and I've had this stupid custom loadout glitch for a long time. I don't even know how to fix it. Like I go back to my apartment, I turn on sticky bombs, and then like this crap still happens. And then I can't disable it during missions. It's really annoying. It is. Okay, thank you guys for taking care of that. Oh, Tulsa King is good. I would recommend it. All the seasons are generally good. Okay, Brandon, let's do your crates then. Invite me. I'll help you with that. Did other countries have their own facilities similar to Rebirth Island in the Cold War? Yes, I mean, the United States, like, I'm trying to think of, like, the closest thing that would be to Rebirth Island that the United States had. It's probably a place we don't even know about. What mansion did I wanted to buy? I bought all of them. But my favorite one is Devon's Mansion. Yes, I'll play True Crime New York also. I'm gonna do Ace Combat 4 after that, Ant-Man, and also Black Flag. We will tell you that it is a democracy. It's not true. The noble lie. We have been an outright oligarchy since 1776. Well, America isn't is not a it's not a democracy. It's never been. There's America is a constitutional republic. That's what it has been. But now in American history, right now in 2026, you know, corporations have a lot more power than they did, like, you know, back in the day. That is true. Let's see here. But, you know, I'll give you an example. Like, back in the day, for example, it was illegal for actually corporations to give politicians millions of dollars. Like, they couldn't do that. Like, there was much more stricter lobbying laws, like, back in the day. You know, Citizens United, for example, it was like a Supreme Court decision that basically said corporations can give as much money as they want to political candidates. That was, you know, one of the worst, worst decisions ever. What do you mean, JL? What game is what from this? This is GTA. GTA 5 Online, specifically. Do you think SWAT in GTA Online or GTA 6 Online will use real-life tactics, or GTA 6 will use real-life tactics? Nah, I think they'll focus a little bit more on the realism than GTA 5, but I don't think that much, no. Japan is a puppet of America? No, I wouldn't say that, dude. The Japan is more pro-America, but like Japan, for example, is Japan would be giving America much more favorable trade deals if like they were a complete puppet of America. That is it. Like a lot of people say, for example, that like Europe is like a puppet of America, but like so many European countries actually rip America off. So like there's I don't believe that completely. Now, Japan is dependent on the U.S. for protection. For military protection, Japan is dependent on the U.S. for that. That I will agree with you on. Brandon, please stay at your office and we'll take care of these for you, okay? How many crates do you want to do? I can help you for some time. If someone does this, Wyoming Cowboy or Mustang or Keyshawn or Dakota, do any of you guys need to sell Yara and Dopey? Do any of you guys need to sell any businesses? Like, if nobody else needs to sell, I can keep helping you, Brandon. It's not a big deal. Did you ever get a weird feeling of emptiness when you quit your retail job? If so, how did you deal with it? Yes, you are 100% right on that. So, basically, I have done the same thing in retail for 6 years. And in 2019, when I quit retail, I was making plenty of money in my YouTube channel. Like, I was making 5 or 6 times more much money on my YouTube channel than I was making in retail. And yet, despite me making so much more on my channel than retail, I was scared to quit. The reason that I was scared to quit is because I knew retail for just so long, and it would feel weird not to go to work. So, like, that happened, and, like, the first few weeks it felt weird. Like, days that I would normally work, it felt weird not to go into work. But then afterwards, it just, you know, it just went away, and I'm actually happy I quit. Subscribe because you and your mods are chill and not muting people. Yeah, and look, on my channel, I have a very strict policy of free speech. I'm a very big free speech advocate, and even if people are criticizing me, talking crap to me, I'm not gonna ban them. Like, I have people that come in the chat and call me stupid, I don't kick them out. But the only time I kick people out of chat is like that guy I kicked out of chat like 20 minutes ago, like the guy with the Nazi profile picture. It's like somebody like that's coming into chat. They're just there to cause trouble. Like, they're not there to add anything productive. They're just there to piss people off. And that person, you know, just got rid of him quickly. Well, I will tell you though, Mr. Boston, and I think you'll agree with me on this. One of the worst, you know, decisions that was ever made in American history, I think, is probably the creation of the federal income tax. I think Woodrow Wilson, when he did that in 1913, probably one of the worst things ever, because that federal income tax has taken so much money from people out of their pockets, and it's I think that was really the point when the government was gonna get so big, like it was gonna keep growing and growing and growing. No, I get you, Fernando. Bro looks like a Hong Kong action hero when playing True Crime Streets of LA. Thank you, dude. what do I think about the actor Lilio Brancato, who played in A Bronx Tale in The Sopranos? Who are you talking about? The guy who played as what was his name? It wasn't Sean. It was the other guy. He was young at the time in Bronx Tale, and he also played Matt. Was it Matt? He played Matt in The Sopranos? Is that the guy we were talking about? So you're just gonna leave me on read and not tell me what you thought of the story? Also, what do you do when you feel self-isolation and loneliness in life? And let's just say you don't have really anyone to talk to. I'm sorry I didn't see your comment earlier, then Blind Eagle. But let me read that again there. Which story? Can you tell me which story again? You don't have to super chat me, but what do I do when I feel self-isolation, loneliness in life? And let's just say that you don't really have anyone to talk to. When I feel like isolation, stuff like that, I will, I'll basically generally play a game that I like usually a single-player game, because an online game can piss me off. But a single-player game, like something like Skyrim, you know, stuff like that, like Fallout maybe, Fallout 4, like, you know, playing games like that usually will make me feel better. But the thing that does relax me the most, like, when I'm going through something stressful, the thing that relaxes me the most is when I talk to friends, especially online, because, and I know you said you don't have really anyone to talk to, but you can talk to me also, but there's, like, the reason that I find it, you know, better is because a lot of times your friends understand you better than your parents a lot of times. A lot of people don't know that. It's like, you know, especially like your best friends. Your best friends, a lot of times, they actually understand you even better than your parents do, because they are your age. So they understand the stuff that you're going through. Your parents, you know, they love you and everything, but they might not always understand everything that you're going through, especially at your age, like the stuff that you deal with. And so, like, that's why sometimes I think it's better to talk to, you know, closer friends, because closer friends understand your specific situation better. Oh, thank you, Blinded Eagle. That actor who played as Matt in Sopranos, he got arrested and sent to prison for a number of years because he did a burglary, and I think somebody died in that burglary. I know he committed some kind of crime. The president of the United States from both parties constantly brag about they want to get rid of the income tax when they get elected, but their promises are a joke. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and the last one also said that, that they're gonna get rid of the income tax, and it didn't happen. Honestly speaking, I don't think anyone is gonna ever get rid of the federal income tax. I wish the federal income tax would be abolished, but I don't think anyone is gonna ever do it. Like, politicians just keep talk, but, like, they're all talk and no action. So I don't think anything is ever gonna happen. But just imagine if that tax was repealed. Like, imagine how, like, so many lives it would improve. So many lives. Because, like, the Americans generally give 30% of all of their money to the government in income taxes. And imagine everybody kept 30% more, you had 30% more of your money in your pocket. Like, people could pay off their student loans. They could pay off mortgages on their homes, instead of giving it to the government, and the government wastes it on dumb things. Let me see here. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Carter. Thoughts on the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports that came out today? People are mixed on it. I haven't gotten it yet. I did have a few friends complaining to me earlier that the online wasn't working and they kept getting disconnected from it. Thank you, Carter, for the super chat. Yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like the idea of a government sending, you know, so much money to, like, foreign countries, SR. Like, I don't like the idea of that. Yeah, I mean, Mr. Favor could backstab us, yeah. Black Ops 2, I know it's out, but I haven't, you know, gotten it yet. Brandon, what are we doing? Are we doing more of your crates, or are we abandoning this? What are we doing, Brandon? I know Tyler needs help, but I... Why does the US send so much money to Israel? Because of the Israeli lobby. That's why. They have enormous political power in the United States. A lot of it. The Israeli lobby is one of the strongest lobbies in the country. Why do I hate Call of Duty? I don't hate Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty. But it depends on the Call of Duty game. Like, there are certain Call of Duty games that I really like, some I don't like, but there are some that I really like. Like, I'm really excited for Modern Warfare 4. I think that Modern Warfare 4 is going to be a great game. Like, I think it's going to be a really good one when it comes out. Like, I think Modern Warfare 4 is going to be the best Call of Duty game in years. So I'm really excited for that one. I think it's going to be way better than Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 was like a disaster. Come on.
What's wrong with her now?
Is Taiwan also lobbying the U.S.? Sure. There's plenty of countries that lobby the U.S. Taiwan, you know, Israel, India, Saudi Arabia, China also, but, you know, Israel is probably the strongest one. Like, the strongest foreign lobby in America. Here. How do I join your session? You have to have me added, dude. Hey, professional, F Sony. I will never buy another PlayStation product till they make, a disc. No physical, no buy. Thank you, Jeremy. I'm gonna also keep buying physical, but I just hope that Sony, you know, goes back on this. If Xbox has, like, if the next Xbox console is a physical drive, I might be really tempted to switch to Xbox. I seriously might be. Qatar is stronger. They bought the universities and brainwashed an entire generation into hating themselves. Oh, Qatar definitely lobbies this country, Danny. I agree 100% with you. Like, what is it, yeah, like, there's Al Jazeera, I think, also, which Al Jazeera, I know it's not necessarily a lobbying group, but it's a foreign media. But a lot of times it is propaganda specifically from the government of Qatar. And yes, I know what you're talking about. Qatar does lobby, you know, does lobby the U.S. But the only point that I'm getting at, Danny, is that there should be no foreign lobbying. Like, no one. Like, no Saudi Arabia, no Israel, no China, no Russia, none of this stuff. Like, none of these countries. No Taiwan. Like, nobody, no foreign country should be interfering in American domestic elections, and no country should be interfering in American domestic policy. That's it. So that's what I will say about this, is that, like, a lot of people, for example, say that America interferes in their countries, and America does interfere in other countries' affairs, don't get me wrong on this, but a lot of people don't know a lot of countries interfere heavily in American domestic affairs. The European Union, if you count them as a lobby, they interfere a lot in American domestic affairs too. So it's not just Israel that's doing it, it's a lot of countries. But yes, I will agree that Israel is one of the strongest lobbies in the country that's interfering. Thank you for the super chat. What are we doing next? What? I thought China is very unwelcome in America. Just because China is a rival country does not mean that China does not have lobbying power in the United States. I mean, how is Taiwan going to defend itself if they're not lobbying, relying on the Japanese self-defense forces? What I will say about that is I feel for Taiwan, and if Taiwan got attacked by China, I don't know what the appropriate action would be in that situation. Because do I want a war? No. I wanted to protect Taiwan too, but at the end of the day, I'm a very strong believer that countries should also be the one that should be primarily responsible for your defense is yourself. That's the way that I see it personally. Let me see. Who are we helping next? So my sympathies go out to Taiwan, and I consider Taiwan the legitimate government of China, not the current government of China. But I don't know if I would necessarily, want to get involved in a war, against China. So that's my view on it. Doesn't mean that I'm anti-Taiwan or anything like that. I think they're the true, China, but I don't, want to get involved in wars. That's what I'll say about that. I miss all original Call of Duty. I recently went on Warzone and was so confused with all the skins, battle passes, and things shoved in your face that you can buy. Yeah, SR, you are, you are 100% right on that. Is that, can you invite me also here, Tyler? That is true that Taiwan produces a lot of semiconductors, and if Taiwan was attacked by China, it would it would heavily affect technology in America. That is true. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to get into the whole political drama, Isaiah. But I get you. Let me see here. Anyone here? What did you ask me about U.S. prisons, Liskip? Am I mad with what? What are you talking about? Who are we helping sell next? Do I think they'll reference Leonida in the new GTA update? They might do that. They might add something to the career progress, like Jason and Lucia's outfits. Okay, what are we doing here next? What mansion did I want in the update? Oh, let me show you right now. Okay.
Now get out of here.
There you go. Okay, that was an easy one there. Yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on the GTA 6 playthrough, but eventually I'll do playthroughs of other games. Like I'm planning on doing Stranger Than Heaven. I want to do that playthrough also. Yes. Yes, it's an assisted aim lobby. Yes. Your office? Wait, what? The Supreme Court ruled in Pollock vs. Farmers, a Loan and Trust Co. in 1895 rules that taxes on income from real estate and personal property such as stocks and bonds were direct taxes under the Constitution. Well, I didn't know about that case, but I know about the federal income tax coming in 1913. Thank you, OGR Recipe. Even though Rockstar does really stupid things and they killed my favorite online game, I still think they're the best studio when it comes to crime games. Yeah, and Rockstar, I think, are one of the best developers out there. They're definitely talented, but it's just so sad some of the stuff that's been going on. Like some of these greedy companies that they've been making fun of, they essentially became just like that. Oh, check out Michael Franchise. I know who Michael Franchise is. Yeah, I've watched his videos before. Wait, what are we doing here? Oh, I see what we're doing here now. After this, Brandon, I'll join Yara and help you guys. Thank you, OGR Recipe. Thank you for sponsoring my channel. Thanks, man. Do I think Michael will be in the new DLC? It's a probability. Yeah, he could be. Cyberpunk playthrough, yes. People have requested I play that one. I do eventually want to play it also, yes. We'll have to see if Xbox gets rid of their discs too. Crazy is the only DeSanta that never appears in online. Yeah, you are right on that, yes. Let's do Zancudo Survival, then Blackjack Poker. We could do that, yeah. People obsessed with sports are the politicians. Well, thank you, Isaiah, also. And thank you, Blinded Eagle, yeah. We could try to do the Zancudo Survival. I don't know if we'll get through it. We could try it. A KFC manager got fired because he kicked out a customer that yelled out their slogan. What? I watched a documentary about U.S. prisons from a YouTuber, and I have doubts about is just looking them up and throwing away the key. Is that a correct way of handling the punishment overall? Well, Leskiff, look, what I'll say to you is it really depends on what the person did exactly. Because there are certain crimes that people commit that you just throw away the key and you let them rot, basically, that's that. But then there are other crimes that people can be rehabilitated for. You know, I'm not completely against rehabilitation, but I think that people should get rehabilitation, people who want it and people who deserve it. And not everyone deserves to get rehabilitated. You know, there are people out there that are like really vile people that I would never want them released. Even if they somehow became like a saint and, you know, became so nice and everything like that, I still would not want a lot of these people out, like, of prison. So it really depends on, it really depends specifically on what they're doing. Like, you know, a murderer, I don't think you can rehabilitate. Just let them rot in prison. Maybe, like, somebody that, like, somebody like robs a store, falls in like with like a gang at an early age and stuff like that, as long as they didn't kill anyone, then yeah, I think somebody like that can be rehabilitated. What do you think about the anti-Yakuza laws? Do you think that it's punishing for Yakuza? Because I heard it literally just gave rise to Toko, Ryu. I don't know what that one is. But I can tell you what the Yakuza laws. Are the Yakuza laws working? In Japan, yes, they are working. They've pretty much, you know, crippled the Yakuza. But the thing about that is that the laws that Japan used to destroy the Yakuza, they would never work in America. They would actually be illegal in America. So like those laws would never get passed. Now the closest thing to the anti-Yakuza laws that America has is RICO, which RICO is basically like laws against the mafia, which basically say that they can prosecute the entire organization for like crimes, so they can get more people arrested at once. That's like the closest thing to it is RICO laws. But the reason that those laws would not get passed in America, like the anti-Yakuza laws, is because in Japan, what the law basically says is that when you go to prison for being a Yakuza, right? If you start associating yourself with other Yakuza members, like when you get out of prison, like, so you're a Yakuza, you know, you go to prison, and then you get out of prison after a number of years. If you start associating with other members of the Yakuza, what the government will do is the government will, like, prevent you from getting a credit card. Like, they won't let you get a credit card, they won't let you get a bank account, they won't let you buy property, they won't let you get, like, a job. And essentially, like, doing that, it basically makes it, like, impossible for, like, the Yakuza members to, like, live their lives. And so because of that, it basically stopped them from, like, associating with each other. The reason that would be illegal in America is because in America, for the most part in America, it's not illegal to be a member of a gang. Now, don't get me wrong on this. It's illegal to commit crimes to the gang, yes. But there is no specific charge in America for, you know, being a member of a gang. So, like, being a member of a gang, it's not really a charge. It's not really a criminal charge for that. And technically, it's a violation of your First Amendment rights. So, like, technically, like, being a member of an organization technically is not necessarily illegal. So that's really why those laws wouldn't, like, pass in America, because, like, America sees it very differently. They see it as, like, a form of free speech. where like Japan sees it like very differently. So that's what I'll say about that. And ultimately, I if you gave the government that much power that they could criminalize organizations, then like the government, think about this, like the government could criminalize any organization that they want. Like they could say, oh, this is a threat to peace and stuff like that. Like anybody that they don't like. So that's really the American way of thinking on it too. Oh, hey, Long John. Hey, what's up, dude? Do you know Happy New Year in Chinese means I hope you get rich? No, I didn't know that. Oh, and the person asking me what mansion I wanted. Right, I completely forgot about that. Let me show you. There's one mansion that I actually liked in the game. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not a mansion you can buy, but it's one I liked a lot. Let me show you which mansion I like here. Oh, I think I passed it. Hang on. Do I think there will be crypto crimes in GTA 6? Yeah, because there's already crypto crimes in this game. So yeah. I don't need help selling Tyler, but okay, yeah, right here. This house, this mansion is the one. This was always my favorite mansion in the game. Was this one? This is the one I liked the most. Was this one? But unfortunately, you could never own this house. This was the house that I always liked the most. Was this one? This was my favorite house in the game. Yeah. Do I have good taste? Yeah, but this is the one I liked always the most. Oh, thank you, Long John. How does what work, Observer?
Where are you staying? The Falcon Grand? No, I broke up with him. He wasn't into marathons.
Which Roman emperor do you find the most interesting? Caesar. My record things take some stuff. Turn it off. I can't. It's like whenever I double tap down on the D-pad, it records that. Like it just keeps doing that. Like it's really annoying. I'm not recording on purpose. I'm not doing that. It's just like when I'm double tapping on the map, it just does that, and it's really annoying.
I got cut by my own knitting needle last night.
Okay, so what are we doing here? Hold on a second. Wait. We're delivering that there. Okay, wait. We'll wait till that mission is finished there. No, I don't think I have. I know that game is made by Valve, too. What was my grade in history? It depends on the year, but generally I always had like an A+ in history. Racketeers Influence Corrupt Organization Act. Yeah, RICO. Can you tell us maybe some interesting facts? About what, though, specifically? You'd have to give me a topic. Down plus X turns the recording, yeah. So it's, I gotta keep that in mind.
And that, I believe, is...
I mean, I like generally Caesar because, Caesar, while he came from a wealthy family, he wasn't as, you know, aristocratic or privileged as a lot of these other Roman leaders. And Caesar, like, gave land grants to his soldiers, for example. Like, Caesar was more for, like, the common Roman citizen. He wasn't, like, as much of an elitist as, like, some of these other Roman emperors. When is the update released? July 14. Invite to the business. It's not my sale, though, Brandon. Will I be live when what comes out? What will my streaming schedule look like with GTA 6? We're still gonna play, Red Dead on Fridays. That's never gonna change. But Sundays, we're gonna change that with, GTA 6, probably. Can you try and buy the Devon house in GTA Online? Yeah, I have it. I own it. I can go to it if you want. So why I like that house? I just like the style of it. The old style of it, I think it looks cool. How are you? I'm good. How are you? What about the Kortz Center heist? Andre, you want to invite me, or Blinded Eagle, you want to invite me to, the Fort Zancudo Survival? If you come to me, this is where you have to drop the truck off. Here. How tall are you, bro? 6 feet. Do you have a Discord server? Yes. But it's for my channel members and Patreon supporters. Yeah, oh, okay, Blind Eagle. What's my favorite fast food aside from Burger King? McDonald's I like. There was this one chicken restaurant that I started eating food from recently. Maybe not even recently, more like half a year ago. But I like their food, their chicken a lot. What was it? I gotta check my Uber Eats to see what the name of the restaurant was. It was Wingstop. That was the name of the place, Wingstop, if anyone knows that place. I really like their food. What the? Spoiler, Wingstop uses Tyson chicken, which you use at Walmart. Really? Is that really true? Will I be live when the Kortz Heist releases? Oh, so about that. I always do things differently on my channel. How I do things on my channel is that the first day when a DLC comes out, I just record the DLC and I cover the DLC. The second day I do the live stream. That's how I do things. Have I ever heard of In-N-Out Burger? Yes. No. There probably won't be any kind of trailer, maybe for Kortz Center. We might get the trailer for GTA 6, though, soon. Do I have to be a channel member for you to help me next? No. No, you don't. I help as many people as I can. Did Rockstar ever acknowledge you like the other creators? No, they have not. I've never seen myself on the newswire or anything like that being acknowledged. Like when they acknowledge like YouTubers, they've never ever acknowledged me. I can't think of a time what's happened. I don't think they've ever have. I might not do the campaign for Black Ops, but I might do like a stream of it, like what disrespect? What are you talking about? No, I've never gotten anything like that, Observer. Okay, I'll join Blinded Eagle's survival in just one moment here. I might do a stream, like a full stream of the campaign. I might just do that. Did I grow up playing Black Ops 1 and 2? Yes, but by the time Black Ops 2 came out, I was already an adult. I'm 32, by the way. What do I think of tattoos? I don't have anything against them. I would never get one myself, but... Well, I think that... I don't think that, you know, if somebody, like, for example, Leskiff, I'm under the belief that if somebody does their time, yeah, I'm 32. The way that I see it personally is if someone does their time in prison, as long as it's a reasonable sentence, not like something stupid like where those judges just constantly let those guys out. If they've done, like, you know, their time, their crime, and they've done, you know, the correct amount of time that they're supposed to be doing for their crime, then I think they should be able to reintegrate into society. You know, live a productive life, you know, get a job and stuff like that. So just because somebody has a felony, I don't think that that should ruin their life and that they should never be able to get a job or anything like that anywhere. I'm not necessarily for that. So if somebody does their time, they've done their time. You know, they should get another chance at life again. Like also is what I will say, for example, is I don't even think that their gun rights should be taken away. So it's if you do your time and you get out of prison, you know, why shouldn't you be able to own a gun as well? Like, and then people say, oh, it's too risky, we can't trust them and stuff like that. But my answer to that would be, if you don't trust them to own a gun when you're releasing them from prison, then why are you releasing them in the first place? That's basically what I would say to that. That would basically be my response to that. So it's like when you do your time, you do your time. That's the way I see it. So if people are uncomfortable with them, you know, getting their gun rights restored, then the way I see it is don't let them out of prison then, if you're that scared of them. Depends on the crime, though. If they're a murderer or a rapist, for example. Well, the way I see it, if somebody commits murder or rape, I don't think they should ever get out of prison. Wow, there's a lot of them, okay. There we go. How many waves is this? It's 10 waves, right? Again? Yeah, we're in auto aim, yeah. Gonna probably go with the M16. Is that rifle any good? Yeah, it's okay. I did a review on the L Strickler. It's actually a decent gun. 10 waves, okay. Yeah, auto aim, this is really easy. Yeah, I will do a playthrough of Black Flag Resync tomorrow. Hey, Pro, quick tip for true crime when fighting. The idea is to get rid of the enemy's exclamation marks. By connecting a hit, once you stun them, when you hear the yeah, that's when you do combos. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Westa, for the super chat also. I don't know about rape, but murder, I think it may be subjective. There was a case of a really abusive father to 3 daughters. They couldn't do anything, so they killed him. They are in prison. Well, look, what I will say is, yes, there are occasions when somebody, like, kills somebody because they are just, that person is, like, a horrible person to them. But when I'm talking, like, strictly, oh, God, I just got shotgunned. When I'm talking, like, strictly murder, I'm talking about, you know, somebody does, like, a cold-blooded killing. Kills somebody didn't deserve it, you know, there's just no justification for it whatsoever. Nothing. Like, I will tell you, for example, there was this case that happened in New York City, where I'm from, in my hometown, right? And the case that happened in my hometown, there was this guy who would meet, like, women at bars. And this happened, like, I think, like, a decade or two ago. It was definitely, like, more than a decade ago. But basically, the guy would meet, like, girls at bars. And the guy had, like, was, like, really good at manipulating people. Like, he really knew how to talk to people. And what this guy would tell the girls is he would tell them that he's, like, a famous photographer, and he's recording for, like, a famous modeling magazine, and he would tell them that they look perfect. Every time. And so, like, he wasn't working for any modeling magazine. He wasn't even, like, a photographer or anything. And what he did was he had, like, a fake studio, and he had, like, a secretary that worked for him, but I don't know if the secretary knew that he was, like, a fraud. That I don't know. So what he would do is he would, you know, make the girls, like, go to his studio. He would make them take pictures, and he would say it's for a modeling magazine. He would tell them you're going to be famous and a bunch of this other stuff. And then what would end up happening is after he took their pictures, he would tell them that they have to keep giving him, like, tons of money, or he's going to put their picture all over the internet, or they have to sleep with him, too. And so he did that to numerous girls. Like, numerous girls he blackmailed with these, like, photos, and would just constantly keep telling them that, like, you give me a bunch of money, or I'm going to put this all over the internet, or they sleep with him. And like, this guy was, like, really evil, like, a really bad person. And what happened was, there was this one girl who, she told her boyfriend what happened, and her boyfriend got, you know, so pissed off, he basically went over to the guy's studio, like, the guy that was doing it. He went past the secretary, so he didn't, oh god, the machine gun. He didn't end up hurting the secretary. He didn't hurt the secretary at all. He went into the studio, and he just shot the guy to death and killed him and left. And what ended up happening is, now, was what the boyfriend did right? I mean, he killed a person, but you have to also think about what that guy did to that guy's girlfriend. You know, the shame that he put her through. He blackmailed her. You know, threatened to basically put these pictures of her on the internet, and I think he even slept with her too. I think he did that too. So I think, like, you know, the guy was like a rapist. He was like a you know, generally like a horrible bad person. Now, what ended up happening is the police told the boyfriend, they told him that if he admits to this, that the jury is going to go easy on him because the guy was like a rapist and he was a scumbag and everything like this. But what ended up happening is the guy, I think, got like 15 years in prison. I think that's what he got. And I think that is way too much of a sentence, like, for that. I mean, do you guys agree with me? I don't think he should have gotten 15 years. I think 15 years was way too much for that, because, like, this guy had, like, you know, raped so many girls. He had, you know, blackmailed so many girls, threatened to put their pictures on the internet, you know, all the time. So, like, this guy was, like, a horrible, evil guy. But I don't think that, like, putting the boyfriend 15 years in prison for killing this guy, I don't think that was justified. I think that was the courts going too far in that. So there probably should have been some kind of punishment, maybe make the boyfriend do like community service or something like that, but like not like maybe put him on probation or something like that, but not to put the guy in prison for 15 years. I think that was way too much, and I think they, you know, the courts in New York went too far with that, way too far. Then you must hate the Mr. Swirl case. I don't even know what that is. Okay, does anybody need help with, like, a heist, by the way, or anything like that? You're basically saying it's justified to murder abusers and not get punished for it. No, I didn't say that. I said there has to be some kind of punishment. So I said their probation, community service, other stuff like that. But, like, in that case, like, you know, for example, like, that case, maybe the boyfriend should spend some time in prison, but definitely not 15 years. I think that was way too much. Because it's like, you know, there's a difference between, you know, that case, specifically that case, and, like, you know, somebody, like, robbing a store and just shooting and murdering somebody, versus, like, the boyfriend, you know, going and, like, you know, killing, like, a rapist who had, like, raped numerous girls. So, like, I think that there should, like, you know, I don't think you can necessarily compare the two. And I don't think that, like, in both cases, like, that the people should get the exact same punishment for, like, taking a life, because the situation is a bit different. You have to see exactly what led up to this, what caused this, you know, stuff like that, basically. That's my view on it. So, and I don't want to sound like a cold-blooded person when I say this, but, like, that rapist getting murdered, I really don't care that he died. I really don't. The amount of suffering that guy put so many women through, so I really don't care about that. So I don't want to sound like a cold, you know, person when I say that, but that's the way that I see it, is I didn't really care that guy had died, because that guy was like an evil person. He was evil. That's what I say about that. So it's not like, you gotta look at it also as like a case-by-case situation. That's the way that I see it, basically. Oh, the guy's out of prison already. He's not in prison anymore, the boyfriend. He served his time, so he hasn't been in prison for years. So it's, he's out of prison already. Okay. Yeah, and also the one guy told me I was justifying killing an abuser. This was way more than abuse, way more than that. This was like an actual rapist too. So that crosses a line. Do I believe GTA 6 will have a second currency like Red Dead Online? Oh god, I hope not. I would just like to see everything in cash specifically. Maybe they could make the other currency like drugs. Like drugs could be an actual currency. Maybe they could do that for like certain deals and stuff like that. But I don't want it to be some microtransaction garbage. not the Wild West anymore. Nobody can take the law into their own hands. And I'm not saying they should. You know, I'm not saying that vigilantism is good or anything like that. I'm not saying what the boyfriend did was justified. I'm not even saying that. Like, he probably should have just gone to the police. Like, that was the more appropriate thing to do, is go to the police and, you know, have the girlfriend report the guy and then arrest the guy and throw the guy in prison. But it was like, you know, the boyfriend, he got really enraged that this guy did this to his girlfriend, and he went over and he killed the guy. And that's what happened. And he could have killed the secretary, too. You have to think about that, too. He didn't kill the secretary, because she had nothing to do with it. So that was it. So basically, did he do the wrong thing by killing the guy? Kind of. He should have, you know, reported it to the police, but you also have to look at it from his perspective. Like, you know, he found out his girlfriend got raped and threatened by this guy. Is, you know, anybody would be basically absolutely enraged in that type of situation. Let me see here. Oh, that's a good question. DMZ does have crossplay, Minion Dave. It does. I play with PC and Xbox people all the time. Does Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 have crossplay? The new one that just came out. Does it have crossplay? Can anyone confirm that to me? Is there crossplay on that, or is it only, like, can you only, or you're only playing with PlayStation users? Your channel is pretty cool. Thank you. It doesn't? Oh, that sucks. Should be able to play with Xbox and PC also. I wish they would have remade Black Ops like they remade like Modern Warfare 1 and 2. I wish they would have done that. June 14th is my birthday too, huh? Well, happy early birthday, Carboy. And do you know what else your birthday on? Your birthday is on the start of the French Revolution. The storming of Bastille. That is like the biggest holiday in France also. Let me see here. Stunt race? Let me see if I can join this actually. I'm in an invite only session, so nobody can join me right now. Let me see if I can